Hello, everybody. Welcome to a sunny Thursday afternoon. Hopefully it's sunny and warm where you are. Spring is just around the corner. We got to the end of March. If you're watching this live, if you're listening to this on the replay or on the podcast or anywhere else that we stream and provide this content, and it's in the future, then hopefully you had a good March, and whatever month you're in, hopefully you're kind of ready to put your thinking caps on and learn a ton of stuff. Wanted to mention last week, something really exciting happened. So with the ISSA, the Association of Sanitation Professionals, and CleanFacts magazine, that's who owns CleanFacts magazine and Cleaning Maintenance magazine and stuff like that. My really good friend, Jeff Cross, the editor, he's been with that for 20 some odd years. Gosh, I don't know. And the ISSA has been around for 100 years. If you're not a member, join. It's great for our cleaning industry. You get a lot of good resources. But we did a two-day deep dive into everything about building a business in today's modern era. We've got a lot of crap hitting the fan right now. Slowdowns in the economy changing, all kinds of stuff, as we've been talking about month after month on these master classes. And these really are masterclass. I hear every single day from cleaners that have been listening to this presentation, the podcast, or actually seeing the webinar, going to the YouTube, being on these things live, who are just building great businesses because of the content that we're able to share and any other content they pick up. But on that last week, on that 2-day intensive summit, it was from 8:30 in the morning till 5 o'clock at night. And we had hundreds of people register, and many of them sat through all 16 hours. We had some amazing, great speakers that some of them I just met for the very first time. Frankie Finn, an amazing marketer. John Braun, we all know, the hitman. We had Mark Sager on, and Coach Richard, and Kevin Kluth, and guys that have been in the industry for 30, 40 years and beyond, all sharing knowledge bombs and wisdom. And the really cool thing is the wisdom that they shared dovetails perfectly into everything we talk about. I've been in the industry for 30 years, so I'm not a new kid on the block around here as well. So I really enjoyed the fact that even some of these people, just knowing what they know about building great businesses, coaching businesses and stuff like that, really understand that to grow a professional, profitable cleaning company that you can sell for hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars, even out of a town of 30,000 people like I started, if you can grow a multi-million-dollar business out of a small town like that in the cleaning industry and learn how to run the business properly, not only will you be wildly successful, and this won't just be a job, this will be a career, this will be a legacy, this is something you can hand on to your children or sell to somebody else. You're creating a turnkey solution, and you can do that. If you're in business, there's a role that you have to play, and it isn't going out and cleaning. If you have to play that role right now, how do you get out of that? Because you'll actually have less headaches just going to clean for somebody else and probably make about as much money, just to be honest. So how do you get beyond that and actually build a business that you want? And that's what this conversation today that we're going to talk about. And we've got a lot to unpack and go through.
Welcome to the Carpet Cleaner Success Podcast, a show created to inspire carpet cleaning business owners to build their own thriving residential and commercial cleaning business. Your host, John Clendenning, has built and sold successful cleaning businesses for multiple six figures over his 30-year career and is the founder of Carpet Cleaner Marketing Masters, a digital agency that turns your online marketing into a lead generation machine. Tune in as John shares proven tips, strategies, and expert interviews to help fast-track your success in the carpet cleaning industry.
We are going to make a really deep dive in trying to make sure that your business doesn't just survive, but thrive over the next 1, 3, 5, 10, 20, if you're around, years. What's your goal? What are you planning, right? So we're going to do that because the world has changed around us. And if you don't keep up with this type of information and don't really kind of set in your brain where you're supposed to fit in and how you can stand out versus all the competition, you're a commodity. You're 3 rooms in a hall for $99 and you're out of business in a few years at best, right? Some people stick at that until their vans rust out. They stick at that. Like it just becomes a grind. But if your average job is $400, $600, $800, $1,000 average residential carpet cleaning job in very small areas, and we again, don't take my word for it. Go back to the that ISSA presentation. ping us. We can try and get you into the back end of the members area from that. If you weren't there, we can get you into the club where everybody's talking and chatting about the event, stuff like that. And what we're going to be talking about today is dominating your local market, omnipresence. Key word there, omnipresence tactics for carpet cleaning in the AI era. So AI has changed our entire world, and we're going to be talking a lot about AI in this conversation. We are Carpet Cleaner Marketing Masters is becoming an AI first, AI dominant player in the industry. I am an AI strategist, gone through tons of training and part of incubator groups and stuff like that on how to bring AI into our business, into your business, how everybody should be using it to help so that you're not kind of all confused and stuff like that. We've been using AI for, 3 years now in different forms. And every single one of our team members, every single one of our processes is enhanced and better with AI today than it's ever been before. Deeper, more thoughtful, but so is how people find you. So we're going to talk about that. So if that's a good setup and segue, let's get into it. So same housekeeping tips as always. Turn off your cell phones, turn off Facebook, unless you're watching this on Facebook. And again, I don't think we figured out how to stream into Facebook yet. It's really hard to stream into private groups and stuff like that. If you're not a member of Carpet Cleaner Marketing Secrets, our private group, reach out to us, be part of that group, because we're actually bringing a lot of AI first strategies and discussions into that group as well. If you're in the cleaning or home service business, you're one of the owners, a manager, something like that, and you're serious about getting better results, the next 60 or so minutes, I'll try and keep it into, call it under 90. I'll try and get through this stuff in a thoughtful way. I talk fast. You're gonna have to come back and maybe watch some of the replays, but we're gonna unpack this for you so that you really can go deep on this. So what are we unpacking today? The power of omnipresence. That's a very fancy word. Sounds like something that should be on a Marvel movie. Maybe the name of a villain. It isn't. Omnipresence is showing up everywhere. How to stay top of mind and dominate your market. It was always the best idea. Now it's the only idea. And I'm going to prove that to you. Breaking through the noise and building a recognizable and respected brand in your local market. Your brand has to be seen now. Has to be absolutely seen now. So without that, we've got all kinds of problems. Right. So let's make sure we're building a great brand. AI and automation in your carpet cleaning marketing, in your running a better business, all of that kind of stuff. You got to be able to work smarter, not harder. You got to be able to move faster. That's the one thing AI is doing, is making things happen faster. So you can get deeper insights. You can upload your expense report out of QuickBooks and ask into an AI trained on being a small business auditor, a small business accountant, and say, can you find, here's last year's, here's this year's, here's last month's, here's this month's, here's my credit card receipts. Can you find any missing trends? Can you find anything that I should be looking at? Can you ask me the right questions to break that down? All kinds of really cool stuff. Smarter, not harder. Winning in a competitive marketplace, the 2025 playbook for carpet cleaning business growth, or cleaning business in general. It doesn't have to be carpet cleaning, home cleaning services in any stripe that they are. So for the newbies out there, who am I? Well, the host of the Carpet Cleaner Success Podcast. If you want a really great branding tool for your marketplace to become omnipresent, reach out to us. We can put you on as a guest. It's not live. We record it, so we can edit anything out if you absolutely have to. We don't normally have to because it's just a fun time. But what we do is we actually take that content and go really deep in your marketplace. We share it out for you so that you get lots of omnipresence credit, but we also help the industry learn more about different cleaning companies and how you guys set up and how you ran and what your ideas are, and just help the industry at large get better and better and better. So if that's you and you want to reach out to us for sure. You can go to carpetcleanersuccess.com. That's the name of the podcast, and you can register to be a guest. Cyrika will see you in the back end of our Carpet Cleaner Lead Pro tool, because we use our own tools that we make available, and she will see you in there and qualify you and help you book a time. So lots of cool stuff. But again, I've been in business since 1990 when I was still a kid in high school. So 18 years old, roughly in there, owner of several cleaning franchise businesses, independent businesses, done e-com product lines on Amazon all at the same time. This isn't like separate things. I tend to stick with things and stack as I learn more marketing. I do more stuff and things like that. And we now run the most highly in demand digital marketing agency in the carpet cleaning and home cleaning space. Why is that? Because we come from a cleaning business owner's perspective. We're not an agency first. We are cleaners first. We know what you need to do. We know how you need to, attract the right client, enter the home, deliver a client experience, do follow-up, and how you need to break your business down and market your business properly to grow and stand out against the competitors. We're going to talk about a bunch of that today. I've lectured at many association marketing events, 3-day elite retreats in the island of Samoa was one of them, and in Vegas and in Chilliwack, BC, and in Orlando, Florida, and a bunch of other places. And now, as of last week, we did a live 2-day virtual summit on Zoom as well into the industry. We're going to Jeff and I are talking about doing a lot more of those kinds of things together to really help the industry, because there's a lot of struggle going on right now. People aren't sure where their customers have gone and why everybody seems so very price conscious. And part of it's just the wrong targeting. So keynote speaker and author, wrote the book beside me. I can't see it in a little circle here, but you can see it on the screen there. The Complete Guide to Internet Marketing for Carpet Cleaners. Pick up a copy. It's on Amazon. It's like $20. And you're going to learn everything you need to know to ask the people that do it for you. If you want to learn how to do it yourself, read the book, learn how to do it, and then call me if you need a job, because you've now learned how to be an internet marketer and not a carpet cleaner. Your job is to be a carpet cleaning business owner. And I'll show you what your job should be as a carpet cleaning business owner. Marketing is a big part of it, but doing isn't. It's who, not how, because you want to grow fast. So yeah, and I've sold all my businesses off, all my brick and mortar businesses off. The final one was 4 years ago now in May, right in the middle of a pandemic. And we were a boutique high-end service business. And as I said, sold off for $500,000 in cash and prizes without, it had nothing to do with the equipment. The equipment is, I even said, discredit the equipment down to zero, because it's all needs to be replaced over 5 years. That 5 to 7 year replacement cycle. Anyways, let's not worry about that. What is the market position, the database, the brand equity worth? And went to the Small Business Administration, and I said, I'm selling it for $500,000. They said it's worth well more than that, and told the guy to buy it. So I help business owners reach their growth potential and dominate their markets with tested and proven marketing systems that are constantly tested, constantly proven, constantly being upgraded to match the current marketplace. Also, industry leader of the year, Clean Facts magazine a few years ago, and do a lot of this kind of stuff into the industry as much as possible to really help out. And again, run that podcast. All of that is to help the industry grow, to really elevate it. We also help our clients grow. That's always a good thing as well. So if you want to be a client that grows, reach out to us. We'd love to have a conversation with you, see if there's a fit. We're very picky, just so you know. But if you're looking to actually double your business in a year, and you're willing to do your part, because it's not set it and forget it, you're a business owner, then we're here to help. Because what do? We make our clients the top cleaning brand in the local marketplace. So they attract the best clients. They can charge top rates. They're booked out weeks in advance. They are price elastic. They don't have people worrying about price. One of our clients we're talking to, they have a client in their database that the lifetime value of that client, residential, is over $200,000. The average job for that client is over $2,000. They exist, right? Even if you're going, well, I'm not in a marketplace where that exists. We're not talking 1,000, 2,000 customers like that. You don't need that. If you had 100 customers give you $1,000 a year, you have a $100,000 a year business. Pretty easy, right? So 100 customers, like if you do 15 a week, what's that? That's not even 2 months worth of work. So what if you had 500 customers giving you $1,000 a year, 2 $500 visits, $1,000 visit, whatever? Now you've got a $500,000 business. You can still do that with 1 truck, 2 guys, 2 trucks. Easy. Anyways, so how do you find those people? It's not a lot of them anymore. So now we can figure that out. So how do we find them? Well, the 3 principles of omnipresence. We talk about this at the beginning of every single one of our master classes. This time we're going to go deep on it, even more so than normal. Right? So principles: maximize your opportunity to generate a qualified inquiry. Let's stop talking about leads. You do not need more leads. You don't need more leads to run a carpet cleaning business. You need qualified inquiries that you convert from a one-time transactional customer into a lifetime client that gives you $10,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 over their life. So every new customer becomes a qualified client, or at least half of them, with good marketing on the front end, marketing during, marketing on the back end. You're the marketer of cleaning services now because of this. You do that well, and you have now built the legacy of your business because you've locked in these people. So we're going to talk about that. You want to maximize your brand impressions. If people don't know your brand, they're going to find the lowest price. If they don't know why you're different, you become a commodity. And in fact, in the AI era, that is even worse. And you want to maximize your conversions. So a lot of people can generate inquiries from a bunch of different sources, and you should have about 30 or 40, minimum 20 to start with, but 30 to 40, that's the number to aim at. Inquiry lead sources. Again, I hate the word lead, but inquiry sources. Every single day, every single month, there should be 30 to 40 ways that different repeat, referral, new customers find you. Then you have to be able to convert those people, not on price, but on being a better cleaner, better quality, better service, a better foundation that we talk about in our blueprint training. You want to be attracting those people to you at a price that you can be profitable at. And they are out there, and they will understand it if you educate them properly. So a good chunk of your marketing should be education-based marketing. Why is being the best known better? Because the best known beats the best every single time. If you are the best known cleaner in your marketplace, you attract more people that are interested in you. They call you up and go, hey, I see you guys everywhere. You sound like you're better than the rest. How much extra do I have to pay to get you guys to come and do my work? You start getting those questions by the quality homeowners, business owners that aren't looking for the cheap. They're looking for it done right. They've had the cheap and it's screwed up. They've seen the problems with cheap, right? You've started to educate them the difference between cheap and quality. So best known means omnipresent marketing system. Be seen everywhere. So the quote is from Grant Cardone, best known beats best every time. And it's absolutely true. So what is this crazy thing called omnipresence? And there's another thing we want to talk about in the world of omnipresence is multimodal search has made it absolutely mandatory. In fact, let me switch. Let me see if I've got this open here. Oh, look at this. Okay, I did. So if you go to our website, right, carpetcleaningmarketingmasters.com, and you hit on this little tag in the top corner, go up the top here, CCMM Mag. Every single month we publish a magazine for free. And there's a digital version of it. We don't print it. Nobody kind of reads print anymore. But look, we can flip through it. Look at that. It's beautiful. You're going, John, I can't read it. Yeah, but you can actually zoom in and you can read it. So guess where I got that graphic from right here? We have an entire magazine this month on how important this is that I've written, all on multimodal search, how to optimize for it, how AI is changing the world of search, and how to future-proof your business. So we don't need to get into all of the very nitty-gritty details. Just go read the magazine. Like, just go read. It's 30 pages. Like, oops, let's let those load. Look at there, right? All the nuts and bolts how to. So that's kind of cool. But let's get back into it. Multimodal search means that people are looking text. It's still keyword. They're still typing things in. Some people are. Some people are doing voice search now. Hey, Alexa. Hey, and I'm not going to say the G one because I got one sitting in front of me. Hey, GOOGLE, or hey, SIRI. That's on my wrist right here. So we're not going to say those out loud, or they're going to start talking to us right now. But people are doing that. People are going to AI powered search. If you go to ChatGPT right now, hey, let's do that right now. I'm just going to show you another thing. Don't normally bounce around like this, but let's go to ChatGPT. Let's see if at the bottom of the screen. Let me see if I've got a new project. Nope, cancel that. Hey, look at this. I was just working on an upholstery cleaning ad, but here it is right here. So I was just working on an upholstery cleaning ad for a client. Pretty simple, right? But You can use ChatGPT in every search. Click here, download the Chrome extension, download the app, get it on your phone, stop using Google, right? Again, how many people are doing that right now? Not many. How many people are going to be doing it going forward? A lot more. In fact, one of our clients we're talking to, she was on the phone with somebody, an 81-year-old man booking a cleaning. How did you hear about us? Right? I assume you went to Google. Oh, no, dearie, I went to Perplexity. 81-year-old man. Perplexity is like ChatGPT. Everybody knows Perplexity is just another large language model, even lesser known. And that's where he went. Not to, like, he was asking who's the best carpet cleaner in the local area. He was asking about the different cleaning methods. He didn't want to go read on Google and study. He wanted something else, AI, to go out and study for him and come back with an answer. Good thing we, as an agency, and I'm going to teach you how to do this, how we write content that the AI picks up, because it's different now. So AI-powered search, video search. Do you have videos? YouTube is the second largest search engine. We're going to talk about that. Image search. Are you on image platforms? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Pinterest? Things like that. You've got it right. So multimodal search is the future. Are you everywhere? Or are you just doing this? No, we do SEO. Our website. Oh, we don't do SEO. Ooh. Oh, all we do is paid ads. I need more leads. No. This is where people are going. Paid ads is a very small part of the crowd. It should be a pole in the water. You should have local service ads. We're going to talk about that. Pay-per-click, Facebook. Like, you should have ads running. Absolutely. Those are poles in the water. Part of your omnipresence. But you should also be building your brand online and offline, because AI is changing what gets seen and what gets chosen. Massively changing that. Right? So, crafting your strategic action plan for omnipresence. You need to define your ambitious goals. Do you want to double your business this year? Totally doable. I don't care. I always say that, well, law of big numbers. If you're already at 5 million, you want to go to 10 million? Yeah. But then I had somebody come back to me, John, why don't we just buy out the competition? Yeah, you can buy a couple businesses, acquire a town over, and now you can grow to 10 million with better marketing. Grab their database, grab their company, add more marketing. Maybe not just be a carpet cleaner, but add a maid service, add a pressure washing, not from scratch. Buy them out because you have better marketing. Buy the guys out that don't know what they're doing, guys and gals, right? And so define your ambitious goals. Do you want to get out of the truck and just like really, I was out of the truck in a year and a half in 1995 in a town of 30,000 people. By the end of 1995, beginning 1996, I was at 10,000 a month. The internet had not been invented yet, as they say. Al Gore had not created it. That joke. And the Yellow Page was the only way for new people to find you. And it had already come out in March. I started my business in May. I didn't get into the Yellow Pages till the following March in the local town of 30,000 people. I wasn't even from that town. I had moved to that town because I was too shy to open up a business in my own town. So, right, you define your ambitious goals. Within 2 years, I was double that size and growing. I was at $300,000 a year and growing before 2000. So we, grew as a young kid in my 20s. So I knew nothing. I wasn't a business major. I went and played in a band. Like, I started out of high school, I started the window cleaning company. And then I played at night in a band for 3 years. And in the winter on the road when we didn't have any windows to clean or as many windows to clean. And I had crews doing bingo hall cleanings. It was crazy. Anyways, you want to allocate, you want to optimize your outreach strategy. Optimize your outreach strategy. This is an online part. This is offline part. Omnipresence is not digital marketing. I'm not selling you what we do. I'm telling you how to run a proper business, online, offline, everywhere. There is a right way to do this. Omnipresence is that way. So you want to optimize your outreach strategy. Who is seeing you each and every single week? You want to allocate your marketing budget effectively. You have to have a marketing budget. If you don't, go back to our December and January master classes on how to set your budget. Roughly think about 20% of revenue goes to marketing if you're in growth mode, 15% if you're in maintenance mode, and I don't recommend it, 10% if you're in I'm ready to go to business mode, I don't know what I'm doing mode. You've got to put money behind your marketing because marketing is the only way that gets the phone to ring. Everything that influences somebody to know about you and consider you is marketing. Your van wrap is marketing. Your logos, uniforms, shirts, All that is marketing. Your yard signs are marketing. Your digital marketing is marketing. So you want to allocate that budget and you want to deliver your message with impact. So AI is changing search and human behavior. Are you keeping up? People ask, we talked about that. They go into the voice chat. AI filters generic businesses and favors brands because AI is actually looking for authority signals, trust signals, presence across multiple platforms, responses and reviews. Are you getting reviews and not responding to every single one of them? Are you getting reviews on all platforms? Because AI is looking at all platforms. It does a multi-search and comes back with an answer. Consumers expect instant answers from search, video, voice, social media. If you're not visible across those channels, you are invisible. If you don't know, if you're going, well, I don't really want to be on Facebook. Okay, there is a conversation happening on Facebook, probably about you, whether you're in the conversation or not. Probably should be in the conversation. There's like buy and sell groups and homeowners groups and business owners groups and all that kind of stuff on Facebook and on these other platforms, LinkedIn, things like that. Do you know if people are asking, hey, does anybody know a good carpet cleaner? Yeah. Well, we used to use ABC carpet cleaning, but I think they've kind of gone downhill a bit. I'd recommend somebody else. What if you are ABC carpet cleaning? Do you even know if that conversation is happening? AI does. It can read all of that. Businesses that fail to build brand presence risk becoming a commodity, easily replaced and forgotten. You've got to be everywhere, be trusted to stay ahead. So visibility alone won't set you apart. Just visibility alone, right? Everything looks the same. So how do you stand out when AI sees everything being the same? AI rewards businesses that are recognized local brands. So do people. What if you went to your AI of choice, whether that's even Google's, generative search, Gemini that comes up at the top, and you said, hey, I'm looking for a local carpet cleaner. I've heard steam cleaning is better than shampooing. Can you offer me some suggestions? And it found an article on your website, because you need to make content on a regular basis, or somebody does on your behalf. And it found an article about the difference between steam cleaning, shampooing, blah, 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 all the different methods compared. And that's what AI found. And it suggested that, a bunch of other things, gave a bit of an answer, and said, okay, well, who are some companies I could choose from? And it puts your name in the rotation of those suggestions because it found answers from you. That's cool. What if the customer knew your brand? Oh, I know those guys. Yeah. Call them for me. Get a price. Let me know what it's all about and when they can book it in. And in the future, AI will do the outbound call for you. For now, they can ring the phone and have a conversation. And when they ring your phone to have the conversation, they had better not be talking to a robot or an answering machine, a live human being. Because we are getting so automated, human touch is becoming actually even more important as well. A live human being that knows how to answer the phone and has a script and can convert people into a job, a quotation, or something. So if you don't craft a distinct, compelling identity, why are you different? A compelling sales proposition, a risk reversal guarantee, your unique founder story, and impactful brand messaging, that's kind of the core foundation of building a proper marketing strategy. You will be invisible to the general public in the world. Why should I choose these guys? And you'll be invisible to AI. The business that will thrive will be authentic, trusted, deeply connected to their local community. What's old is new again. AI is actually making the old stuff new again. You better be flipping hamburgers and pancakes at the local charity barbecues and morning breakfast for the Chamber of Commerce or the business BNI groups and stuff like that with your logoed shirt on, your van parked in the driveway or in the parking lot. So everybody who pulls in goes, oh, look, ABC Carpet Cleaning's here. Oh, there's Diane from ABC Carpet Cleaning. And Diane is standing next to the general manager of the Mercedes or Tesla dealership or whatever whatever vehicle, and you're flipping burgers beside them. You're having the conversation. Next thing you know, you're doing a quote. You're making friends. You're doing a quote. And then you're saying to that person after a few cleanings, hey, your clients driving BMWs happen to be my clients. We service the high-end marketplace. I would love to create a referral reward program with you for your clients to get our cleaning, and you could end up with free cleanings here at the office as a thank you, as a reward program, right? Deeply connected to the community. Lots and lots of cool ideas. So your brand defines your AI success. AI analyzes everything: website, reviews, social media content. Omnipresence wins. Businesses that maintain a strong, consistent presence online and offline will be the most requested and recommended. AI prioritizes real brands. It's not just about keywords and ads anymore. It's not about stuffing. It's about authenticity, reputation, and engagement that sets you apart. We're going to talk about even how that shows up on your website and everywhere as well. You have to be authentic. You have to tell a better story. So being the best known cleaner wins over competing on price. Great deals attract a bit of interest, but a well-known brand stays top of mind. So there's a couple things, a concept around top of mind. So one of them is called your Dunbar numbers, just a psychological principle. Why does a carpet cleaner like me know about this? I don't know. I geek out on all this psychology stuff and all. It helped me write better ads and, neuro-linguistic programmings and all this kind of stuff. But I also just enjoy learning about stuff like this. There are things called your Dunbar numbers, roughly about, like, they're slots. People remember friends and family most by a face, by a voice, by a sound. Your brain goes, got those, right? But there's only so many of those slots available. After that, it's kind of fuzzy. Then you remember general things a little bit more. Like there's about 1,000 sort of slots around. Oh, I remember the name of my my butcher, or I remember the face of my neighbor, like, that you see every so often. It's sort of that, I kind of remember that person, or I really remember that person. That is the area of your brain called the Dunbar numbers. And eventually there's kind of less room, less ability to remember. And we all know what that is. And you might come across somebody go at the bank and you're going, I think I've seen them before. Can't remember where. And you smile sweetly and nod, and they kind of smile sweetly and nod, and you can't remember where that is, right? Do you want to be in the Dunbar numbers, your brand, your company, you of your ideal clients? Absolutely. Omnipresence and stay there does that. If the customer doesn't remember you, even a great offer is not going to help. Being the cheapest guy in town ain't going to help. Upselling granny $300, $400, $500, $600 to try and make money for all the $99 cleanings or $150 cleanings you did today ain't going to help. Not the way to run a growth-minded business at all. You want to be top of mind and remembered, because everywhere your ideal client goes, not customer, not one-time customer, client, you're there. People choose cleaners they trust, respect, and see everywhere, not the cheapest option. So where is everywhere, and how do you do this? Dominating the local cleaning industry in 2025. Brand presence, credibility, top of mind. That's the putting a pin in it. So one concept that you really understand if you is actually, this is the Spanish version cover of the book. Oops. But it's called Content Rules. So if you speak Spanish, you're welcome. If you don't, sorry about that. But Content Rules is the name of the book. And the point is that what sets your company apart is you've got to create content. Is one thing. Online content, education-based marketing, help people understand you, help answer the questions that people are asking in any format. The interesting thing, and what they prove in the book, Content Rules, is that 90%, it's the 9-1-90 rule. 90% of people on the platforms, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, you name it, are lurkers. 9% are contributors. They answer, they comment. And only 1% are creators. They're the actual people putting out the content. So if you put out a piece of content and you only get a couple of views, a couple of likes, a couple of follows, that's not good. Understand there is 90% of the crowd is lurking and seeing it. It's just washing over them. And that's a good thing. Videos, blogs, projects, you name it. So you want to be a content producer of some sort. So you want to set your company apart with content. Client success stories. Show before and after projects. During is a good part of that as well. Show that you're actually really in the picture, right? More AI gets scary good, the more you need to show that you're real, standing beside a real person, a real customer, things like that. Character story. You want to tell your origin story. Why did you get into this business in the first place? What drove you to build the cleaning company? You want to teach on the topics that you are the expert at. And trust me, you're the expert. You know how to get out cat vomit stain out of the carpet that the average person doesn't know how to do. You know how to clean, if you're in the maid service, you know how to clean, a bathroom top to bottom, left to right, better than the average homeowner does, and do it more efficiently, quickly, so you're not spending all day at it, things like that. You are an expert on your topic. So why is carpet protection important? How do you prevent traffic lanes? Teach that all the time, everywhere, on all of your online and offline content. Hand that out as a handout package as well. Have how-to videos, how-to documents, all of that kind of stuff. Write blog posts about that. All these questions that people are always asking, that are in the back of their heads, you create content around. Motivation, authenticity. Share your favorite mantras and quotes. Let people know who you are. Share it out there. Be the expert. Show hidden pet urine damage with UV lights. Grab a camera, take videos, do something, stand out. Team stories. Feature members of your team. Like, there's lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of content you can put out. Don't be shy. And then one of the places you put that content is on your website. And you want to build your website for real visitors and for the AI visitors. Not just the algorithms, but now the AI that's searching to answer AI questions. So most of the time you're doing one of three things. You're clicking on the call to action button, right? If like your prospect is doing one of these things. Anytime you go to a website looking for an answer or looking for some information, you're clicking on a call to action button. You're clicking on the About Us menu link. If your website is set up properly and you're a local business, your second highest traffic page should be your About Us page. They should actually want to know what you're all about, or you just leave the site altogether. So you're either clicking to fill out a form, click to call, pick up a phone, learn about us, or leaving the website. You don't want people leaving your website. And to keep them from leaving your website, you better build a better website. So we've got an entire masterclass on just this. So I'm not going to go deep in any one of these things, or we'd be here for days, right? But you're going to build a better website that your visitors can use properly, right? So it's got all the right stuff. It's got a risk reversal guarantee. It's got a form that they can fill out right above the fold. It's got social proof. You've got a chat. You've got your phone number in the top corner. You've got all of the right things in the right place. And then as you scroll down, you're telling a story with real authentic pictures, not a stock photo in sight, real quality pictures of what it looks like to have you and your team in their house. You want them to feel what it's going to be like to hire you, because now you're enacting on their emotions. You're going to feel why you started the business, why you're different, why they should choose you, why you price higher than your competition. And there's a value to that. If the top of your website shows a price at all, 3 rooms in a hall, $99, you're the reason why everybody calls and asks about price, because you actually told them price is the most important thing to me. If it's trust and quality is the most important thing to you, guess what kind of phone calls and kind of outreach and messages you're going to get? Social media is your new galleries. You do not need to put a lot of images on your website. In fact, what you should be doing is project stories on your website tied to what city you did it in, what service you did, what you did, and where you did it. Instagram is the image gallery of the internet now. You want to put pictures of your team before and after. These are all examples of great carpet cleaning companies that do that. That's a great looking Instagram. This one here, not bad. These are videos of them actually doing some of the work. Didn't put themselves in the video, which is totally fine. But you get to hear and see good stuff happening. So if you've got images that look like this and videos that look like this, even our own, you go to our own, my own Carpet Cleaning Marketing Masters Instagram, follow us. We're posting several times a day. We take a longer piece of content, even just like this, but even if I just turn around, grab my phone or grab something and just say a few words and split that up into smart little thoughts, right? That's another way of doing it as well. And anything you can give out, any bit of education to teach people how to shop in your category, teach real estate agents how to determine if a carpet needs to be replaced or can be cleaned for the person that's selling the home. Guess what? If you teach a carpet cleaner that, or sorry, a real estate agent that, guess which carpet cleaning company they're likely to refer? Guess who, if you call them up and say, hey, I'd love to take you out for coffee or out for lunch and talk about a referral relationship. Oh, I know you guys. Did you educate them first? Did you start dating them first before you ask them for marriage? You want to start a process. All of that is part of how to run a carpet cleaning company. You want to make sure your Google Maps is ranking. You want to understand the difference between relevance, distance, and prominence. So this is an example of what they call a heat map. And what you find is there is about 300 different search phrases people use to find carpet cleaners alone. Now, what about upholstery cleaning, tile cleaning, area cleaning, all the other services you do? How do you show up a mile away, 1 mile away from your office? How do you show up 2 miles away to the east? These guys aren't even in the 3-pack. 2 miles to the west, still 3 miles to the west, they're not in the 3-pack anymore. Any customer sitting in this yellow rim, well, they go up a little bit out here. Why? They probably did some work up there and did something they don't even realize what they did that influenced Google to go, oh, now I know you guys work up there. Don't know they work out here at all. Do you have a clue what your heat maps look like? How far away are you showing up in Google Maps? It's one of the places people go. When people go to Google, they start at the top of the page. About 10% of the people stop at local service ads. 90% don't. So you need to be in local service ads to catch the 10. But you also need to be in pay-per-click, which catches another 10 to 15. Now we got 25% stopped up there. 75% don't. So they're all still good people. Now 30% or so stop at Google Maps. If they're ready right now, that's the new yellow pages. Now you've got about 50, 55%, maybe as high as 60 by that point. The next 40 to 50% are the top of funnel. They're not ready to buy today. They're looking for more information, and they go down to the organic. And this is just the crowd that goes to Google. Not everybody goes to Google, but that's just in that one ecosphere alone of people that don't have a name in mind and go to Google. That's a percentage of people searching today for cleaning services, more information. Some of them are going to ChatGPT. Some of them are going to Instagram. Some of them are going to Facebook. Some of them are calling up their interior designer, calling up the real estate agent, asking the carpet store or the flooring store where they bought the tile. There's a million ways, asking their neighbor, their friends, going onto social media and asking in groups. Omnipresence means that you're seen everywhere outside of those environments and you're seen everywhere inside those environments. But this is Google Maps. This is an example of how you need to know your relevance, distance, and prominence to be able to rank. You want to make sure to rank better on Google Maps, but also to be found in other places that you are on all of the social directories and citation sources. Do you know what citations, name, address, phone number, that's a fancy word. Citation is a fancy word for that. Do you know what your top ranking competitors, what sites are linking to them? It's called a citation audit. Do you know if they are a paid member of the Chamber of Commerce or Better Business Bureau, if they sponsor the Little League team, if they donated to the local university or something, and because of that, they're getting a link back from a very reputable local source back to them? Do you know if they're in every single one of the carpet cleaning and home cleaning service directories? And you're not? If you've never done a citation audit, you have no clue. But these, you should definitely be in Better Business Bureau, Angie's List, Yelp, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Porch, Nextdoor, City Chamber of Commerce, ISSA, IICRC, and that's just the basics. There's a lot more on this picture that you should be part of. It helps Google Maps rank better. It's one of the things that helps anchor and prove that you're legit, but it also helps people find you, and it helps AI find you now too, because AI knows about all of these, right? We talked about it earlier. Content is absolutely king. You need to be a content creator to win in 2025. I'm sorry. You don't need to be a kid on YouTube, pranking your parents or, doing, makeup or tutorials or whatever, or unboxing with their hands. We don't need to be that, but we have to be prolific in putting out content because AI and the public is prolific at consuming content. If you're not putting it out, you're not being found. And you've got to understand the difference, what types of content there is. There's top of funnel content. Again, people just starting a search. The more higher income somebody is, the more they take time to find something that's right the first time. Have you ever noticed that people that have a high income buy furniture that lasts a lifetime? And people that have low income buy furniture that falls apart and has to be replaced regularly. And at the end of the day, the person that had to do the low income that bought disposable stuff actually probably spent as much as the other person. They just didn't take as much time to figure it out. They made a decision to buy a vacuum cleaner at Walmart that, a dirt devil that's going to be dead in a year. And the high income homeowner bought the SIBO vacuum cleaner at $1,000 and still has that 20 years later. So, how many dirt devils do you need to buy before you should have bought the SIBO kind of idea? We want to have content for the top of funnel when they're learning, that's education based, the middle of funnel when they're deciding and selecting, and the bottom of funnel when they're choosing, when they're making a final decision. You also want to have content that talks about your services and your area that you service. Google needs to know what you do, service content, and where you do it. You want to be telling happy customer stories and project stories into the marketplace. On your website, great SEO content, great ranking content, great AI finding content, but then you also syndicate that out on your Google Maps listing. People can find it as a post. You put it on your social media, and you share it into those Facebook groups that you've just become a member of. Hey, check out this great job we just did for this customer. Really cool stuff. So in today's day and age, keywords are not the ranking factor. It's topical authority. Are you the topic? Are you the authority of the topic? So are you the authority of carpet cleaning? Have you created content, not just one page, but now ongoing consistent content, answering the questions that people ask? Have you got things like schema code on your website around FAQs and reviews and articles and authorship and stuff like that to show that you are a topical authority for the topics that you were talking about? Have you created content clusters that drive rankings? Do you even have a clue what I just said? Human expertise is required even with AI. You cannot write content in ChatGPT and go, oh, write me 20 articles about this. That's spam, and it's easily detected. But if you took a content writing engine, custom GPT as an example, a GPT that's trained on how to write really, really good, deep content and do all kinds of good research. And on top of that, you layered your founder's story and 5, 10, 15 articles you wrote, or even maybe a podcast that you were a guest on, and that somebody heard how you speak, your voice, how you think, your concepts, right? And you added that in. This is what we do. We build AI command centers for our clients, for our business, so that we can do this. You added that in, and then you asked it to not write an article, but build an outline. Give me an outline, and then, ask me any clarifying questions, the right way to prompt. And then you say, okay, cool. Based on that, how many articles of 800 to 1,200 words can we write that are really relevant to my local marketplace? So maybe you add into that AI an entire dossier or wiki on your local area, your competitors, your business, all of that kind of stuff. We call it a brand scribe. You add all of that in as well. Now you've created content, human expertise, assisted by AI. Is it faster? Yep, but it's done well. It's done deep. That's how you use AI. You need entity SEO and local presence optimization. What the heck does that mean, John? AI now knows who you are without you having to give a backlink. If your brand is prominently displayed around the internet and growing, and you get mentioned on the Chamber of Commerce website about ABC carpet cleaning, thanks so much to you guys, without a link back to your website, AI goes, I know who those guys are. Why? Because your website actually anchors your entity. So you have an anchor on your website about you, the author, as an expert, and about your entity, your brand. And that builds that connection. Does your current SEO company know how to do that? I guarantee you none of the big box SEOs have a clue on any of this stuff. You've got to go deep with this, right? Does a website you click one button and let it spin up on Wix or whatever do any of this? No, that's a business card. That's a pretty. Does none of this, right? User experience and core web vitals are critical ranking factors as well. Do people come to your website and go, ooh, oh, and stick around, or they go, nah? Just so you know, stock photography gets people to go, nah. Go check your bounce rates in Google Analytics. Real authentic pictures, stories, videos, all that kind of stuff gets people to stick around. Publishing great stories about a happy client, creating a snippet about that on social media and saying, to read the rest of the story, come back to our website. We'll get people to come to your website from social. There's a ranking factor and an AI omnipresence factor. And they stay longer because now they want to read the rest of the story, because that's how they started. So now you've connected dots, and they become a lifetime client because now they go, holy crap, these guys are the guys I want. And look at all these happy stories. And they call you up and your prices are 3 times the competitors. Your average job is $500-600. They have to go in their brain. Now you get cognitive disconnect if they think carpet cleaning should be $99 because the competitors are all charging the wrong rate. Now you've got cognitive disconnect in their brain going, how come they have so many happy customer stories and are constantly, I see all this happy stuff in the marketplace. I see their vans everywhere if their prices are so much. Am I missing something? Now they're asking the right questions, and people are therefore not price conscious. So everything ties together. Google uses a strategy called EAT to determine part of its ranking. So generative AI came out May 14th last year. So we're getting up to 1 year. That's Google Gemini and stuff like that. And it's constantly in advancement. In the background of that, the EAT algorithm still exists. And EAT stands for, I think that's on the next slide. No, we'll go back to the slide for a second. But EAT stands for experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. Right? Google Search Console is talking about it. The Hoth talking about it. Search Engine Land. Eat. That's it. It's you have to be seen as having the experience, years of experience. Do you have your IICRC certification linked to in your author bio from your website? Do you know what I even just said? Somebody should know what I just said and have that set up on your website tomorrow. Do you have expert do you have the experience? Do you have the expertise? Is your LinkedIn talk about your history and all the jobs you've had in this industry? Does your founder story talk about why you got into this industry? Do you have the authoritativeness and the trustworthiness for Google to go, and the AI to go, this guy knows what he's talking about. I am going to share his opinion when somebody asks these questions. So the new SEO formula. Organic rankings is a pole in the water. It's actually one of the best poles in the water you could have because it's there long term, and it just gets better with time if you target right. You got to identify the key topics and services that define your business and call those pillar pages. Establish those pillar pages as your topical authority page, and then build topical authority clusters underneath them. Create comprehensive pillar pages for each service and each service area. It's not good enough to have a page for each one of your services. You need to have a page for each service area, and underneath those, subdivisions, point of interest, all that stuff. You need to teach Google and AI what you do and where you do it. And that helps your Google Maps as well. Not doing this, not ranking. Optimize your website for the user experience. So this is all for the bot and AI and all of that experience, but is your website telling a story? Is it a storyboard website? Read Donald Miller's story brand. Is your website telling a story? If it's not, you're not impacting people in a way that has them convert. The longer they stay on your website and the more they click to call, not only the more customers you get, more inquiries you get, but the more cred you get, more SEO juice you get. Every little bit affects every little thing. Optimize your site for SEO. We talked about that. Build authority off-site. Join the Carpet and Rug Institute. Join the ISSA. Have a budget that's $500 a year to join these groups. $1,000. Can you take do you make $100,000, $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 a year? Can you take $1,000 out of that and leave yourself with $499,000 and join the groups that build your authority? I think so. And track all of your results. You're a business owner. As a business owner, your first and foremost task is to be the marketer of the services you provide. You have to be a marketer to find good technicians. You have to market out a good job description and the right places, not just on Indeed. We all know that don't work no more. So we got to do this stuff right. We got to be a marketer to attract referral partners. We've got to be a marketer to follow up with them and follow up with them and follow up with them until they start referring us. We've got, and have all of that. We've got to be a marketer to get commercial places. When we walk in the door, they go, oh, I've seen you guys around, right? Because you've dropped off stuff, you've mailed stuff, you've shown up, all of that. If you've got less money than time, then you've got shoe leather to pavement. You do that. If you've got more money, you should still have time for shoe leather to pavement. You should be hiring people so that you, as the owner of the business, can be the key promoter of the business. We all have to be P.T. Barnum. We have to be. Like him or hate him, Trump is a master promoter. He's grown businesses. He's been painfully bankrupt and still stayed afloat as a billionaire by his ability to promote. We don't all have to be like that, but we have to be well known. We chose to be in business and not work for somebody else. We chose the tough road. This is part of that tough road. So reputation matters more than ever. It's mattered. Now it matters more than ever. Consumers read online reviews. We know that. Consumers consider using a business. They will not consider using a business with fewer than 4 stars. The actual sweet spot is not 5 stars. To have 300 or 3,000 reviews and a perfect 5.0 rating is not trusted. Don't take my word for it. Google it or put it into ChatGPT and ask. The actual sweet spot is right between about 4.7 and 4.9. Now they believe that people, not everybody's perfect. How did you answer those questions? When somebody had a complaint, think of yourself when you go on Amazon to buy something, right? If it's got 2,000 reviews or 2, well, I like the one with 2,000. The one with 2 is a perfect 5.0. The one with 2,000 is 4.7. That's not bad, right? You just thought it in your head before I even said it anyways. We know that. And then you go and scan for what? Show me the 1 and 2 stars. Let me read those. Did the company respond? Oh, that's a whack-tard. I don't care about that review. Oh, that's an interesting point. All right. How did they respond to that? That's how you play the game. Negative reviews can have a significant impact on customer behavior. 92% of customers less likely to use a business that is stacking up negative reviews. The occasional one every now and then, sure. Occasional 4-star, occasional 3-star. You don't want too many 1 and 2 stars, but you want to have consistent coming in on a regular basis. 79% of consumers say they trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation from a friend. I think that number is even higher now, to be honest. So what you have to do is what we call internally here, trust engineering. We trademarked the term actually, right? It's a strategic and systematic plan to be seen as the expert and the market leader in your local industry, online and offline. Part of your omnipresence is engineering trust. What does that look like? You want to put together an online survey. You don't want to ask customers, give me a review, give me a review, give me a review. You want to survey your customers and find out what you're doing right or wrong and use some of that in your marketing material. You want to create review capture pages after they fill out a survey, ask them for reviews as a thank you. What you'll find is you'll actually not just get them on Google, you'll get them on Google, Facebook, Yelp, Better Business Bureau, a lot of places, and you'll get more of them done right. You want to write emails and SMS series to request that feedback. You want to set up that auto responder so that it drips out. If they didn't answer you today, they get a message tomorrow, maybe skip a day. You do, 2 or 3 steps by email, text message, all of it. It's not a one and done. Marketing is not a one and done. John, I tried every door mail and it didn't work. Really? When did you try it? Last month. What did you try? I put out 1,000 postcards and nobody called me. You tried it once. You showed up out of the blue in front of somebody's house with no brand recognition to 1,000 people in a neighborhood where there might be 1 or 2 looking to clean their carpets this month at that moment. And they don't even know who you are. And you're surprised. And you actually offer them like a discount, a massive discount. What if you hit that neighborhood not 1,000, but 10,000 a month for the next 5 months, telling a different version of your story, why your daughter had asthma or allergies and you got into the cleaning industry, and because you started realizing that indoor air quality was one of the most important things, and you educate them. Don't, to hear the rest of my story, go to my website. I'd love to come into your home and do a free healthy home consultation about your carpet, your upholstery. Guess which type of clients you will attract, even if they weren't thinking about carpet cleaning at the moment. Right? So, multi-step. Train your staff how to request feedback and reviews. Publish and post your feedback and reviews all over your social media. Create shareable social media images that you can market your reputation from. Monitor all the directory sites to find negative comments. Did you know if you got a negative comment right now on Foursquare, still exists, people can still chime in on that. But what if you don't have time to do all that? You need somebody that can help you. You need to get that done. So you need to figure that out. The golden ratio for getting online reviews, once you've gotten the feedback, online reviews, is 70% should go to Google. That's kind of the starting point right now. 20% to the Better Business Bureau. And then 10% to Facebook, as they call it, recommendations now. That is sort of the golden rule. Better Business Bureau is sort of falling a little bit out of favor, and but it's still kind of in the mix. Is Yelp part of it? Yeah. If you've got Yelpers in your area, if you want to dominate Yelp, all you do is, when you ask them to fill out feedback and they do, you say, thanks so much. I really appreciate that internal feedback. I will share that with the team. I can actually teach you how asking for feedback can get you into the house a second time within 30 days to clean something else. It's actually a really cool stealth strategy. But then you say, thank you. Would you mind sharing out your great sentiment, your great experience on any one or all of these platforms? And you give them links. You never give them a link to Yelp, because you can't give people a link to Yelp. If they go directly from a tool of yours to them, Yelp will pull that review and possibly even shadow ban your whole entire listing. What you do is you put in the PS, by the way, if you're a Yelper, here's how you search us up on Yelp. I would love it if you could write a comment there as well. And you teach them how to search. That's just a little bit of a bonus tip right there. Google Ads. Again, we talked about local service ads, pay-per-click ads. It is just part of your omnipresence. If somebody comes to Google, even if they scroll down and they see ABC carpet cleaning in the maps, ABC carpet cleaning, and then they see the Yelp, they click on Yelp, top 10, ABC carpet cleaning, they come back, there's your website, ABC carpet cleaning. Guess what you've just done? If they make it down the page that far and you're everywhere, you've created omnipresence for that moment on that day when they are on Google that day. You should be omnipresent in the marketplace. You should be in the right neighborhoods, all that as well. So there's anchors all over the place, but paid ads is part of it. The lead cost is not everything. Your ROI is everything. So it doesn't matter how much it costs per click, matters not at all. Doesn't matter how much it costs to generate a phone call. Doesn't matter at all. How much money did you make? What is your booking percentage? What is your ability to turn that person into a higher end customer one time? So is it $500 the average job, or is it $150? That determines if your ads are working or not. Are you following up with them? Because it's not a one and done either. And then what's the lifetime value of turning your customers into clients? Do you know that whole back end marketing sequence to turn more people from a one-time transaction into a once, twice a year client for the next 20 years? If you've got that figured out, does the lead cost matter anymore? You want to run branding ads as well. You want to actually target your brand for slippage. What if somebody types your name in, and your competitor shows up at the top of Google because they're targeting your name? You want to at least have some brand ads running for slippage, even if you're number one in Google Maps for a 10, 20 mile radius around your known pin drop. Artificial intelligence will win in the coming years, not to create your ads. You don't want to be doing performance max. You don't want, like, Google builds a platform. They create a service that says, oh, just press one button. We'll manage it all for you. By the way, we also take your money, and we're a profit first company. Is that really the company that has your best interest at heart to get you the lowest cost per click, the highest conversion, and the right ads? Or is that maybe the company that's going to try and keep it looking okay and make as much money from you as possible, right? So where artificial intelligence plays in is on your end how you can use AI to help augment the ads that you're writing, how you can take your competitors' ads, put it through, again, a custom GPT, something built out around your brand, your experience, your marketplace, and say, write me better, help me write better ads. Act as if you are a Google Ads and copywriting expert. Help me write better headlines that you test. Help me write better ad copy that you test. Find the winners, get rid of the losers. Take your entire negative keyword list, put it into, and it should be about 2,000 or 3,000 words in your negative keyword list. By the way, if you do not have a negative keyword list that big, guaranteed Performance Max knows nothing about that or any of those automated bidding systems within Google Ads. You should have about 2,000 to 3,000 negative keywords in the carpet cleaning industry. That is actually one of the most important strategies in running profitable Google ad campaigns that can actually get your average cost per click down under $5. Also, the landing page it goes to, not your website. It should go to a dedicated landing page that increases your quality score and lowers your cost per click. Again, Performance Max doesn't do that, right? You want to be in local service ads. You got to be in local service ads. And if you tell me, John, local service ads are too expensive, I have to pay $60 a phone call. My answer is, yep. Some markets it's $30, some markets it's $60. That is not the important factor. The important factor is how many calls do you book? Are they your ideal client? Can you prove that? Can you actually affect that a little bit? And then we got some stealth tricks that we do that actually make it better, that the people that are looking for discount cleanings don't click on your local service ad. They don't call, because you only pay when they call. So we have a couple of ways to help mitigate that as much as possible. And we also teach the algorithm to target your local service ads to the people that are the right ones and not target your local service ads to the crappy areas of town that are only price conscious. We let the other guys show up there. So there's ways to play that game. But you want to be there because that's one of the places people stop. Some people, about 10%. If you're not there, or if they don't see your brand on their way down, right? Stanley Steamer, Power Plus, if they don't see the brand on the way down and then see you in the pay-per-click below and then see you in the Google Maps on their way to be a reader and organic, you didn't influence them anyways. But when they are the people that stop there and they click and they call you, you better be booking about 50%, 40 to 50%, and your average job better be well above $300. You got those things nailed in and you're profitable in pay-per-click or in local service ads. Local service ads is all about your proximity to the customer. The farther away you are to the person searching, your known pin drop, because local service ads are attached to your Google Maps listing, the farther away you are, the less likely Google's going to show you. Your review score matters. And not just the score, but velocity. Are you getting new reviews? And do you have a lot of reviews compared to the competitors on the same platform? Remember, Google's guaranteeing your work. That's why it's called Google Guarantee. Is Google just going to blindly guarantee? No, you got to earn their favor, and you've got to earn their favor in the right way. How responsive are you to the customer inquiries? If you're not answering your phone in 1 to 3 rings, you are getting demoted anyways. You are moving down in that list. If you can't answer your phones, don't run Google local service ads. If you can't answer your phones, find somebody to answer your phones. You should not be answering your phones while out driving around. You shouldn't be answering your phones if you're the business owner anyways. You've got a lot more important things to do. You got to be meeting interior designers, real estate agents, and doing quotes and stopping in. You got to be omnipresent. That's not answering phones. Don't answer the phones when you're driving around. You can't deliver a great script. Hire somebody, right? We've got some of people that we can put you in touch with that only charge if they book the job. So just raise your price a little bit, cover it, and they're free. And you can free up your time to actually double the business this year. You want to be responsive. You want to make sure you're only running the ads during your business hours and not a moment later. And you probably don't want to run not the paper call version, but they also have forms that people can fill out, right? And Google charges you less for those. Right, they charge you about half the rate of the call. So if it's $30 a call, they'll charge you $15 to give you a message lead. Downside is message leads don't convert anywhere near as much as call leads. So if you're going to run them, you get back to them right away within minutes, not at the end of the day, Google says, oh, up to 24 hours. Nope. 1 to 5 minutes at the most. Get their phone number as quickly as you can from the messaging back and forth, call them and monitor your booking percentage and your ROI. Everything in business is about math. Just run your ROI reports. Absolutely have to have your ROI dialed in and figured out. Using social media. And we're almost at the wrap here. So this is sort of the fun. You got to use social media the right way. Social media is for browsers, not buyers. Let's put the social back in social media. How be that? Oh, we run discount carpet cleaning ads. Social media, Facebook ads don't work anymore. When's the last time you went to Facebook to find a carpet cleaner or cheap discount tires or you name it? We don't go there for that. So why don't we just talk about what people are there for? Right? So what to post? You should be posting daily, some curated content. And you should also be posting regularly personalized content. So curated content, keep your account active every day with just happy stories, Martha Stewart type stuff about children, pets, green living, all the things our customers are interested in as people. Post a little bit about that to keep your account active. Why? Because nobody's coming to your Facebook page anyways to read your posts. It's when they show up because you ran an ad, you're running a promotion, you've got a contest going on, you've got, there's different, like somebody recommends you and they show up, you have a mix. In fact, it isn't even random. It's an exact science. You have a recipe. For every 6 recreational posts you do that are funny carpet jokes and throwbacks and blah, 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 you do 5 educational facts, trivia, tips, how-tos. You do 4 conversational, this or that, ask questions. You do 3 inspirational. You do 2 promotional and 1 behind the scenes, right? So you want to be able to share your reviews and things like that. Again, as part of customer reviews, can actually fit in a couple of categories, but we put them down there. But you want to be running a great social media recipe, right? This is the activity-based. This is what a company like ours would do. And this is the customer-based. This is more personal stuff. You have a mix. Again, so 6 and 5 is 11, 4 is 15, 18, 20. So 21 types of posts, if that would be over a period of 21 days as an example, if you did 1 a day, then you would be 6 of those 21 days would be just cool stuff, funny stuff. 5 would be a little bit more educational. 4 would be a little bit more about this. 3 days, right? And you can it doesn't have to be in a row. You skip around, right? But that would be a good recipe that when somebody came and looked, they go, oh my God, these guys are active. Oh, look. And it's just a good mix of content. And that influences them, plus a great cover graphic at the top that tells your story, not a picture of your van, but a great cover graphic that tells a story and maybe seasonal until it talks about happy customers and things like that. That altogether influences somebody to reach out to you or to choose you because they were given your information. Then you run Facebook ads the right way. Retarget on Facebook anybody that showed up on your website, on your landing pages for pay-per-click, and on your Facebook page. Retarget them. Anybody that entered your world, follow them around for a while on Facebook. Very cheap marketing. Do some branding. So talk about happy customers. Talk about before and after stories, project stories into your target audience, into some of these groups. Then you run a little bit of lead gen and the lead gen is less about a promotion and more about your founder's story, why you're different, aw shucks, reach out to us and run as a lead ad, get them to fill out a lead form, collect some information. Understand though that, I should go back one. Understand though that people on Facebook didn't go looking for cleaning services. So the chances of them converting right away, much, much smaller. The chance of them needing to be dripped on and followed up with a really good automation system, telling them happy customer stories, getting them into your world and all that to become great lifetime clients down the road, much higher. but you have to have the right mentality in mind. And again, well, how do I pay for that? Pretty easy. You start 20% of revenue goes to marketing. Facebook doesn't show up first. There's an order to this stuff. There's an exact blueprinted formula to this stuff. You do it in the right order, and when the marketing budget opens up because your growth, you're at 40,000 a month, 50,000 a month, 20% of that's 10,000. You got a little bit of room, and you throw $1,000 a month towards Facebook ads, and all of a sudden your Omnipresence goes up even more, and now you're at $60,000 and $70,000 a month in revenue within 3 months, 6 months because of this and everything else you're doing. That's how you grow a company. YouTube ads are a place that you need to be for next level right now. So you want to actually film yourself videos of the right ad size framework to fit the where you're going. So you actually want to kind of take a look. This is another use of AI. Ask ChatGPT, I want to start running some YouTube ads. What's the right size? What's the type of blah, blah, blah? You can start asking questions into a tool like that as well. You want to test a few different hooks. So you can ask ChatGPT to deliver a few hooks. You're a local carpet cleaning company. Here's my brand. Here's my story. Feed it with that data. You want to write down a list of possible audiences. You want to be doing in-stream ads. Within Google's ad interface, maybe like as high as a $50 a day budget. That seems to be actually a sweet spot, which is $1,500 a month. So you might want to start a little bit smaller than that, but you want to get to a point where that's just part of your brand, and you want to figure out the winners, scale them. You can actually target people that searched on Google, for carpet cleaning, and show them an ad before they decided to watch Rotten Mango crime stories, Stephanie or whatever her name is and stuff like that. Just before they did that, hey, are you looking for a quality carpet cleaner that can actually get the spots and stains out, guarantees their work, and isn't going to leave your carpets wet for days and stinking? If you're looking for a discount cleaner, probably call somebody else. If you're looking for the best cleaner in the local market area that's been around for 30 years, blah, blah, blah. Hi, I'm Chris, and here's why I started my business. This is my daughter. This is me and my daughter. 30 years ago, blah, 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 whatever your founder story is. Much better ad. Do you think that's going to attract people's attention? Absolutely. Right? So, and sorry, this actually is a little bit out of order. This is the Facebook ad before, but same idea. You want on Facebook ads, you want some videos as well. The same videos you use on Facebook, you can actually use over on YouTube as well. And then you want to create custom audiences and test. So a little bit out of order there about Facebook and YouTube, but back to the YouTube story. YouTube ads are ready to take, why YouTube ads are ready to take you to the next level. In-stream ads are those up to 2 minutes and 59 seconds, right? That is a tip. Do not do anything longer than that. You'll actually hit the algorithm better. So those are the ones that people can skip. And if they skip, you don't pay for. Like they have to watch the first 5 seconds. So have that hook. Have that hook in the first 5 seconds. Call out the right audience. Don't have music at the beginning. Don't go la 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 la. Click. No, hit them hard. Hit them right away. Ask AI, ask ChatGPT for some help doing that. In-feed ads are the ones over on the side. So that's longer form content. It looks like they kind of found you, but you paid for them to find you. So you can actually have longer stories over there, and you can test longer form content. So you can test, like that would be a great place to have, do a podcast. Come on our podcast. We give you the video. You get interviewed. You put that over in the side. Right? Hey, we're talking to a local business right now, Carpet Cleaner Success Podcast, one of the very best businesses in the Portland, Oregon area. And I have got Jim from Jimmy Jobs Cleaning on. How's it going, Jimmy John? Hey, it's going good. Right? And off we go. That looks like somebody just, I just happened across this. No, the only people that see that have been looking for carpet cleaning. That's an in-feed ad. And then demand gen is the new service by YouTube where it's like, you be seen everywhere. Their Omnipresence version that is not just in YouTube. It's sort of Google's like, let's show you everywhere type of service, right? So in market audiences, you can actually target those as well. They've looked for carpet cleaning services. We talked about that. You can target your competitors' channels. If they've got a channel, have your ad show up when people are looking at their videos. Interest, you can literally target your competitors' websites as the audience. So literally anybody who went to your competitor's website, Google knows that information. Next time they go to YouTube, they can see your ad. And then keywords, the same as before. 80% will not convert into a lead the first time they see your ad, your website, or anything. They won't. That's why you retarget them. That's why you chase them around. Retargeting. You put a Facebook pixel, you put a Google remarketing pixel, you put a Bing ads, UTE, and you put LinkedIn. If you're doing B2B, if you're selling commercial, you retarget people because you want them to see your brand. You put a small part of your budget towards brand building. Retargeting is part of that. So if out of your marketing budget, somewhere around 10, high as 15% should be brand building. Retargeting falls into that. And then you want to follow up. If you're just hoping that everybody who calls books, and if they don't book with you, screw them. You're running the wrong business. Proper lead follow-up. Build a database of leads and inquiries. Follow up them while they're hot, within a day, within a couple of days, for a period of about 2 weeks. That's the chase window, they call it. After that, put them in a drip sequence forever until they buy or die. Kind of crude, but that's the way you say it. So 78% of customers buy from the first responder. So respond, stay on top of it, but then follow up. So you got to be first and you got to be often. Don't try to automate phone answering. That last week, big message. Do not have AI answer your phone. AI is great. If you need a really great AI voice answering platform, give us a call. We build it around your entire dossier in Wiki. We do it entirely differently than anyone else. We actually teach it properly to be not just take your website and scrape it and throw the info up, but actually do a deep dive into you, your competitor, your demographics. We build an entire dossier, an AI command center, and then teach AI how to do that. And we still say, don't have that answer your phone. Do not have a self-booking button on your website because you've just turned yourself into a commodity. Why should you be charging more than the competitors? And how do you explain that to somebody who goes and sees your price list and goes, why are they so expensive? And you had no way of explaining it. Now you think everybody cares about price, and your bookings will actually drop if you do that. So what you do is you have real people. And then if it's after hours or everybody's busy on the phones, instead of an answering machine, that's where AI works really, really well. Hi, I'm Amy, the AI assistant, blah, 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 and talks really, really well. Their job is not to book somebody. Their job is to provide information, get some contact information, maybe put them into a calendar for a callback if they're not, would you like somebody to call you back, in a few minutes when they're available? Or would you like to schedule a time for somebody to call you back? Oh, I'd like to schedule time. Great. I've just sent you a link to your text message. Did you get that? Yeah. Click that link and book a time in for somebody to call you back. They'll call within about a 15-minute window of that time, just so you know, in case they're on another line again. But we'll give you a call and we'll discuss your concerns. That can all be handled properly with AI. But you want to set an appointment no matter what. An appointment for a quote, an appointment for a callback, an appointment for a job. That's the job. So we did it. Made it to the end. Let's recap. Power of omnipresence. How to stay top of mind and dominate your market. Break through the noise. Build a recognizable, respected brand in your local market. AI and automation, carpet cleaning marketing. How to work smarter, not harder. Winning in a competitive market. The playbook for cleaning business growth. Not just carpet cleaning, but cleaning business growth. We just handed you the playbook. There's a lot there. Did you get a few takeaways? Right? If you did, this is the most important slide we did today. Implementation is everything. It's part of our coaching program as well, but implementation is everything. Most businesses fail not because they don't have ideas, but they don't know how to execute on those ideas. The key to growth is taking immediate action on one high impact shift right now, today, tonight, tomorrow morning at the latest. Write it down. What are you going to do next from everything we just talked about? Marketing is not a side activity. It is the business you're in. If you own a business, you are the marketer of that services first and foremost and forever. You don't have to be the guy that knows how to do all the marketing. You are the strategist behind the marketing. You check the numbers, you figure stuff out. You are marketing to get customers, marketing to get technicians, marketing to get office staff, marketing to get people when they book a job to stay and not reschedule and not cancel. You're marketing as soon as you show up on how to influence them to choose higher and better packages. You are marketing all the way through the job about a remarkable experience so that they choose you again and tell your friends about you. You are marketing on the way out the door. You are marketing from the moment you leave to get feedback and reviews, and then repeats and referrals and retention. You are the marketer of services. If you don't think of it that deeply, you're a technician. You clean carpets, right? So the best businesses are not the best operators. They're the best marketers. Commit to make one major marketing shift this week. What top 3 best known cleaner initiatives do you need to implement now to hit your 2025 goals? Write 3 down, pick one and start it. If you need help with any of this, give us a call. carpetcleanermarketingmasters.com/schedule. Cyrika, who's in the background here, she will take a look at that. She'll probably call you up, or somebody on our team will give you a call just to ask a few more questions, see if you're a good fit. If you are, you can actually jump on a 1-hour consultation with me for free. We'll actually do a whole bunch of research on you and your competitors ahead of time, and then we'll have a conversation. No sales pitch, just a chat. We'll give you a plan. I will walk through all of it. I charge for my consulting. I have an hourly rate. You don't even want to know what it is. I have a daily rate. You don't even want to know what it is. I do a little bit of consulting on the side. I don't have time, but I do this for a living, as you can tell as well. I make it available for a few people to jump on a call, every so often. We can have that conversation. We can see where you're at, where you want to go, how you can double your business in a year. And we could talk about that. And then if there's a fit for some of our services, I've got a marketing company that can help you with that. But it's less about that and more about, what are you willing to do to grow the company? What are you willing to do to up your standards, up your pricing if you're a low price? How are you going to go from an average job of 150 to an average job of 500 in the next 12 months? There's a strategy for that. Do you know it? Do you even know how to kind of lean into the market to figure out who your ideal customers are, how many there are, and how you can enact that strategy properly? So anyways, if any of that sounds interesting, give us a call. If you want to hop on the podcast, reach out to us, carpetcleanersuccess.com. You can go there and we'll interview you, and we'll give you tons of marketing cred for your local marketplace, and we'll share it out to the industry so people, other cleaners can hear a little bit about your story and just get a little bit inspired to do more, that kind of thing as well. So anyways, if you're new, that's a great thing to say, hey, I'm new, here's what I'm all about. If you've been around for more than 10 years, you're one of the few. There's only 80% of businesses go out of business within the first 10 years. You're one of the special ones. So if you've lasted more than 10 years, you should probably be telling your story anyways. So anyways, hopefully that you've enjoyed everything we just discussed here today. I'm going to go back to the camera. And really appreciate your time. Thanks so much. We made it in an hour and a half, 90 minutes. Try and do it a little bit quicker, but there's a lot to cover, as you can tell. We want you to be omnipresent. We want you to succeed and thrive in the changing marketplace. And to do that, you need to know a lot of stuff. So this is a little bit of that lot of stuff. So if you found this valuable at all, whatever platform you're watching this on, reach out to us. Just thank us. Say hi. We'd appreciate it. If there's any topics you want covered, anything you want deeper, let me know. Go to our Facebook page, go to our LinkedIn, join our Facebook group, Carpet Cleaner Marketing Secrets, like different ways to tap in to a lot of free community resources. So anyways, hopefully that makes sense. Until next time, take care, guys.